Good evening, friends. Hopefully you guys are out there and able to join me in my stamp studio for Just Cards class, virtual tonight. So if you are there, come on in, give me a like or a love so that I know that you're here. Good evening. I see some of my friends coming on. Hello, everybody. It seems like it's been a really long time since I've done a live, and I normally don't do lives in the evening. I'm usually a daytime Facebook Liver, but since my studio is still closed down, I figured I would keep doing my Just Cards class, which normally is the first Tuesday of every month, 6 o'clock. So here we are. Hello, everybody. So as you guys are coming on, we're just going to do a little housekeeping to tell you what's going on in Stamp World. Hey, Deb. Hey, Vicky. So glad you guys can join me. It's a different crowd in the evenings, right? Some of you guys are home from work. Maybe you're just finishing up dinner. My boys are out snowshoeing. I was going to go, but this afternoon I just got a terrible headache. Hey, Jamie Locke. So glad you're in Florida, I bet. We got slammed here yesterday with some crazy snowstorm. So anyway, I sent the boys out. Breck and his dad went out snowshoeing, so they might show up here if you hear a lot of noise when they come in, because Breck will be very excited to tell me about his snowshoeing escapade out at the park. So anyway, friends, welcome, welcome, welcome. Tonight is Just Cards. This is normally a class that I do the first Tuesday of every month. I usually have a 10 a.m. session and a 6 p.m. session. My studio is still staying closed for the month of February, and I'm coming on live and just going to hang out with you guys and create some cards this evening. So I want to do a little housekeeping just to let you know of some things that are happening, some specials, some things I got going on. So the first thing that I want to share is Bouquet of Hope. This is our upcoming paper pumpkin box. So you have until February 11th to subscribe to get the Bouquet of Hope. This one it looks gorgeous. I love the colors. I love the floral. This is kind of a thinking of you, caring for you, that kind of theme. And so we have until February 10th. I might have said February 11th, but February 10th is the last day that you have to subscribe to get this kit. You can either subscribe so you get it a kit every single month delivered right to your door, or you can do a prepaid subscription where you would pay a certain amount and you would get so many boxes delivered to you. Good morning, good morning. See, I'm a morning person. Good evening, friends. I should know. I'm looking out my window and it's pitch black. So anyway, if you would like some more information about how to take advantage of this paper pumpkin kit, let me know. Also keep in mind that when you do a prepaid subscription of a 3-month, 6-month, or 12-month during celebration, you're going to get free items. So that's why I want to make sure everybody knows that you can take advantage of getting your pumpkin subscription as well as earning something for free. The other thing I want to make sure that you guys are aware of is my celebration after party. So this may be a virtual event. I'm going to wait and see how things go, but I always offer a little bit of an incentive for you guys who are supporting me during celebration. So if you have a $150 order or more during January and February, it's cumulative, or if you have a $300 order or party yourself, or if you join my team, you're going to get a VIP invitation to my celebration after party. It will happen in March, but it may be virtual. I'm kind of just waiting things out. So you will get an exclusive invitation after celebration ends. So keep that in mind because it's a lot of fun. It's just a little thank you. I have some specials. We do some free stamping, a few little perks here and there just for my folks who support me during celebration, because I can't thank you enough for your continued support in allowing me to do something that I love every single day. The other thing, guys, the chicks are here. Yes, the chickens are available today. So where are my chickens? Where are my chickens? Let's find them. So we have 2 stamp sets. These are now available. Hey Chick was a celebration item from 2017. She was so popular that we brought her back again. So this is the exact same stamp set from 2017. If you have it, get it out and let's play. If you didn't have a chance to get it, now's your chance. And then we have the birthday chicks too. So we've got this set that is kind of her updated friends, right? These are her updated friends. Now with the special, we brought out 2 exclusive sets of die cuts. Yes, you can now die cut your chicks. And there's all kinds of cool things that go along with it. Chicken wire, her little coop, some corn and some eggs. And then over here, we've got like a little feed sack and the happy birthday fence, all kinds of cool little things. Now these 2 go together, so you can buy them by the bundle. Save yourself 10%, or you can get them individually as well. So I know some of you guys already have this chick, so you might just need the dies, which is fine. We do have those individually. Now, as a little special that I'm doing is that I am offering some free make and takes when you guys purchase the bundle. So if you purchase the birthday chick bundle, you're going to get everything that you need to create 3 projects. And I focused on black and white with a little pop of color. So these are your 3 cards that you would get. I would have everything cut and ready. Now you would need to do your stamping and your die cutting, okay? But I'll have the paper that you need. If there's embossing, we've got that. We'll have the ribbon and all that good stuff ready to go. And I use the True Love Designer Series paper. So this is really fun because you can leave it black and white, or you can add color to this, like with your blending brushes, with your Stampin' Blends, with your sponge daubers. If you want to add some color, you can totally do that. So you would get everything you need to make these 3 cards when you purchase the Birthday Chick bundle. Now, if you purchase Hey Chick bundle, you will get everything that you need to create these cards. Aren't they adorable? Look at her little chicken coop. How cute is that? And all the little corn. So cute. And then we've got the crazy hair chick. Now we decided we're going to do a little something different on this one. We're going to do the stitched whimsy dies. So this right here is the rectangle, but I'm going to do your samples with the whimsy dies, which are really, really cool. Now, if you purchase both bundles, you would get everything to make all 6 cards. All right, so if you have any questions about that, let me know. That is my exclusive special offer, and it ends February 28th, guys. So all during this month, when you purchase the bundles, you're going to be able to get the make and takes. And what was I going to say? I lost my train of thought. Oh, they will come out the beginning of March. So you're not going to get them as soon as you purchase because I need to create everything and I want to wait and see. Since it's a month-long special, I'm going to wait till everybody has placed their order, and then I will get those make and take packets to you the beginning of March. The other cool thing, guys, is these bundles are around $43, $44, which means during February, if you bump just a smidgy, you're going to get a free celebration item. So that's why I am offering that special right now as well. What else do we have to talk about? Wow, everybody's coming on. I love it. Don't forget, you right now are hanging out on Jody Breckbill's Stampin' Queen. That is my Facebook page. But you also want to make sure you head over to Stamp with Jody B. This is my Facebook group. This is like my little VIP group. This is like where the cool kids hang out, where we do all kinds of fun stuff there. I share samples. We have just interaction, chit chat. You guys share stuff. I do giveaways, all kinds of fun. So head on over to Stamp with Jody B. Ask to join, and I will approve you. And what else? Don't forget tonight, I'm going to lose my voice. Excuse me. So don't forget tonight, this is the Just Cards special that I'm offering. It's a quick special, my friends. It ends on Friday, February 5th, right? Is that? Hey, Susie. Oh, hello. I'm so glad you said hi. Yes, on the 5th, because I need to close out my party. So you're going to head over to my website, my online store at jodybreckbill.stampinup.net. Hop over there. You can place your order. Use this host code, okay, when you do checkout. Now, if your order is $150, do not use the host code. You're going to take the host benefits for that. But if your order is under, make sure you're using the host code, and that will put it on my Just Cards event. Now, what you'll get when you have a $50 purchase between now and Friday is you're going to get all the make and takes that I'm showing you tonight. You're going to get, which I should call them take and makes, right? You guys are going to take them and you're going to make them at home. Remember, I can't do any stamping ahead of time, so you're going to stamp your own sentiments. I'm going to use the happy thoughts, but you guys can use anything that you wish. I'm trying to create these cards so that it works well with any sentiment that you might have at home. And then you can leave it blank and just pull it out whenever it's something that you'll need. Hey, Jeannie, so glad to see you on here as well. So you're going to get free make and takes. There are 4. I think I originally said 3, but I got excited today and I made way more cards than I needed to. So four projects. You're going to get a free embellishment, which is this very cool, like linen glittery ribbon. It's beautiful, and you're going to use this on your projects. And then of course you're going to get your celebration item too at $50. So you can shop online. I know some of you guys don't like to, and that's totally cool. All you need to do is contact me. You can send me a text, Facebook message, email me, and get your order to me, and I will take care of it for you. I don't mind doing that at all. Those of you who like online, go ahead and hop over. Just make sure you're using that host code when you're shopping online. So again, $50 order between now and February 5th will get you all the make and take product, or all the make and takes or take and makes, the free roller ribbon, and your free celebration item. Don't forget, this is it for celebration, friends. This is it. We are coming down to the wire. It is a month short, so we don't have celebration in March. It's going to end on February 28th. All right, my loves. So I have one more thing I want to share with you. Who has fallen in love with this bundle? Raise your hands. I know you're out there. I know my beach lovers have. And it's one that I purchased, one of the first things that I got, because I am in love with the embossing folder, right? And the embossing folder works with this die set, which is even cooler. So I've done a little bit of stamping with this, not much, but I did create this card, and I think this was a movie. Susie's hands up. Yep, everybody loves it. I see ya. So this is, the paper's beautiful. The embossing folder is beautiful. The stamps, I love the fonts and I love the sentiments in it. So awesome. So this was one I created maybe last week or the week before. Everybody's hands are up in the air. Yes, I love it. So since I knew that I was in love with it, and I knew so many of you guys were, that this is going to be my class to go for this month. So every month I offer a class to go, so you can purchase the class to go kit, and then you can always add on if you don't have any of these products, right? So it's going to include half a pack of the designer series paper, the opal pearls, those little glimmery, shimmery opal round pearls, which are beautiful, as well as the pink and white baker's twine. So, and you're going to get 3 projects and create 2 of every project, right? So it's like a mini Stamp-A-Stack. Then if you have it, you have the class, you'll be ready to go. If you need to add it on, you totally can. So that information is coming out tomorrow. Sand and Sea is my February to go class. So here are the projects that you are going to get in your kit. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. I love it. There's those beautiful little glimmery opal rounds. Okay, we got that pink one, that beautiful designer series paper. Then we have this. This is with Bumblebee. So you're going to get that one. Don't forget, you're making 2 of every one of these. Now, this one has some shimmer to it. So that is done with our shimmer paint, and I can't think of the name of it. Frost white maybe. So you will not get that in your kit. If you have it, you can use this, and all you do is take your blending brush and shimmer paint across that embossing folder. It's even prettier in person. Then we have this one. Isn't that beautiful? So simplistic. Hello from Alabama, Denise, and Florida. Love it, guys. I love it. Jealous of Florida. Totally jealous of Florida. I don't know what the weather's like in Alabama. How is it, Denise? Very snowy here, very, very chilly. And we got off the plane Saturday night just in time to come in for this giant winter storm. Woohoo! So this one uses a little bit of that pearlescent paper. And I know it does not, thank you, Sandy, Frost White. Yep, that's the Frost White shimmer paint. It's very, very cool. So this one, it's hard to see. I don't know if you can see that pearly paper there. And then of course this one. Okay, so these are the 4 projects that you're going to get in the class to go. You will get supplies to make 2 of every single card. Oh, it's cold in Florida. That stinks. I don't know what cold in Florida is though. It might be warm for us here who are really chilly in Pennsylvania. Depends where you are too, right? All righty. So you guys ready to get stamping? Oh, 40s. Okay, that is cold. That is no lie. We were in Captiva last week, and it was in the 80s. And then they were all worried because there was a cold front coming through, and it was going to be cold, and everybody needed to be careful because it was going to be so cold. So it was a low of, I think it was like 56 or 58. And then in the day, it went up to 75. But it was gorgeous. Oh, so gorgeous, so gorgeous. We had sun. We got to hang out with dolphins. We took a walk every day. And in the one canal, the dolphins came in and they were jumping around. And then the manatee family came in. And there was probably 8 or 9 of them hanging out in the canal. We got to hang out and visit with the manatees. So now I am back and hanging out in like 2 feet of snow. Alrighty, so what we're going to play with tonight is Fine Art Designer Series paper. This has a gorgeous stamp and a gorgeous die set that go with it, but I'm just focusing on the paper because that's what I can offer you guys because of the no stamping deal, right? So let's get started. Of course, we've got Remember Celebration is happening and the mini catalog is available. Lots of you guys are telling me your mini catalogs are finally arriving. I'm so sorry they took so long, but thank goodness mine arrived. I think mine came to me on Saturday. So thank goodness. All right, so check out that gorgeous paper. And let's go ahead and do a little stamping. I've got 4 cards to share with you guys. I've done some ahead of time so that you're not watching paint dry. I will need my little trimmer here, find my notes to myself, because I know you guys are saying you really like the notes, that's helping you know what is up. So here's the card that we are going to create. So simple and pretty. And this is the stamp set I focused on. So we're using Happy Thoughts. This is a great sentiment set, all kinds of great little sentiments for the outside and the inside, which is cool. And I'm using this one especially because my team and I are getting ready to host our virtual event on the 20th of February, and this is the stamp set that we chose. So if you guys are attending our Think Spring with the Moveless Stampers, this stamp set is going to be included in your kit, and then here are some more card ideas to create. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to fold our Poppy Parade in half. Run my bone folder across there, and then I've got my little trimmer out. I'm just going to trim 1 inch off of the edge. And which is my 1 inch? It's, I bet, hidden right there. Alrighty, so now I have a piece of the designer series paper that is 3 by 5 1/4. And I'm going to attach that to the panel on the left. I love this paper too, Debbie. I think it's beautiful. And it is one of those designer papers that you could probably just throw it right in a frame and put it up on your wall. Like, it is stunning. And then it's got this gold acetate that you can overlay, and oh, it's just amazing. Now I've got another piece of designer paper. It's just cut. It's that same paper, just cut right off at 1.5 inches by 5 1/4. And that's gonna, oh, look what I did. All right, I want it to be like that, but I just put adhesive all over that. That's okay. I think I'm just gonna leave it like this. I don't want to mess it. That's the beauty of, I'm talking and not thinking, and I also still have like vacation brain trying to catch up. So yeah, that's fine. It's gonna be fine. It'll be okay, everybody. It'll be all right. But here was my plan, right? That was what I wanted to have, is that opposite side, but it's okay. So now I've got a piece of Whisper White, and I cut that 5 1/4 by 2.5, and that's just my inside, so that I can stamp and write my greeting on there. There we go. And then ahead of time, I did my stitched nested labels. So I took 2 of these. Which one did I use? Which one is it? It's this one right here. No, it's this one right here. Yeah. So I took that one, and then I must have used this one. Yeah. All right. So I've got those 2 that I used. Went ahead and die cut those out ahead of time, and I'm going to stamp with my Poppy Parade ink, and we're going to do a thinking of you. I think my Poppy ink needs a little bit of juice, but it's going to work fine for this evening. So we'll go ahead and attach those 2 together. Now I'm going to do mine a little different this time, since obviously I have messed it up already and totally went off game plan. Not a big deal. Dimensionals. We're going to use up those little nubbins right there. They're just hanging around, so why don't we use those up? Now, when I put this on, I do want to be careful, because I don't want to have any adhesive over on this side. I want to make sure that my dimensionals are here, or else my card won't open. So I'm just going to put some right on this edge. There we go. And I'm going to grab some of that beautiful ribbon, and we're going to tie a little knot here. Not a knot, I'm tying a bow. I tie my bows while it's still on the spool, so that way I can kind of work it, and I feel like I've got a little less waste. Then I can trim off the extra. Grab myself some snot dots, and we're good to go. And I'm probably going to do 2 just to make sure that it sticks. Sometimes I find when it's got that glimmer, did it come off? That little bit of gold makes it not want to stick quite as well. So there we go. How quick and simple is that card? Just letting that designer series paper speak. And there's the one that's the way it should have looked, except I glued the wrong side down. Now this one, I cut the edge off. So I left it whole here, but on this one I just trimmed it down so it was even. So just two different ideas there. Alrighty, so next we're gonna go with some bumblebee. And where's my magic? There it is. All right, can you guys see that one okay? Yes, I did just call them snot dots. That is something that my kids started way back then because they said they were like boogers, and it just kind of went, and now it's what I call them, and then I have steered other people down my path. So yes, we call them snot dots here. Technical term would be mini glue dots. Sometimes if you might be saying that to someone who's not a crafter, they'll look at you a little funny maybe. All right, so now I've got a piece of bumblebee. This is a quarter sheet of cardstock. So this is 5.5 by 4 1/4. And then I've got this piece of designer series paper. It's very hard to put adhesive on here because this side is just as pretty. But I want the yellow, so I'm gonna put that on this side, and it is, I wrote 4 by 6, but that is so not right. It is 4 by 5 1/4. Hi. Oh, you guys can't, will he come on here? Can you come put your nose here and say hi? No? No, my dog just came home. He was out snowshoeing with his dad, so he came to tell me how his adventure was. I can't bring him on camera though. All right, so 4 by 5 1/4 on that one, guys. That one is not correct. Now I've got a piece of, no, back up. Here it is, 5 1/4 by 4. That's this one. I still have a piece of bumblebee that is 4 by 6. That is correct. And I'm gonna fold that in half. I'm not reading my directions to myself very well. Fold that one in half. And then I have a piece of designer series paper. This one is 3 3/4 by 2 3/4. And we're going to attach that to the front. I'm going to stop myself for a second because I want to put ribbon on. Yeah, let's do that. So I want to take a little strip of that ribbon and run that right across here at the bottom, and just we'll tack those little edges down there. That would be another card that I would have messed up. Glad I caught myself. I'm stamping and not thinking. So we'll put a little bit of adhesive there on that edge of ribbon so it doesn't pop off on us. And then that's going to go on this little baby card. So this is actually our card. So it's flat. Then I'm going to do some adhesive on the back. There we go. There. So there's our little, it's just a little card, a little baby card on top there. There we go. Then we have got a piece of Whisper White. This is just our inside so that we can stamp our little sentiment on there whenever we need it. I tend to leave them blank, and then I can pull it out and just throw a little quick message in there depending on what I might need that for. Then I have got a pool party piece that is 3 by 1. And I need black. Yep, so I've got my Memento black here, and I'm going to stamp my happy birthday. Make sure I get it nice and juicy. There we go. It might need a little juice too. These guys, these ink pads weren't working while I was away, so they might be a little bit dry. So now I've got my triple banner punch. That's not what this name is. I can't remember its name, but we are going to just do a quick, we need a little bit more. I want a little bit more. Yeah, there we go. So this does the 3 different sizes, which is very cool. So it's got the little notch here, and then this is the little arrow, and it does 3 sizes. It does 1.5, 1.5, I believe, little banners, which is very, very cool. So then I'm going to do some dimensionals, just using up these little nubbins that are hanging out here. And put this on my card front, and there we'll have another awesome card. Very, very quick and simple. There we go. Super cool, right? Love that yellow. All right, now let's move on to some blue. So I pulled in some Night of Navy with this one. So we'll fold that one in half. Notes, where are my notes? This one's super easy. There we go. Our Night of Navy is 8.5 by 5.5. So this is just going back to our standard card now. Sometimes it's fun to do things that are a little different, and then sometimes we like to stick with the good old traditional. So Whisper White, I've got my 5.25 by 4. That's my inside. I like the yellow too. I thought that was nice and bright and pretty, Sandy. I'm with you. I think the yellow is beautiful. So now I've got this piece of paper here, this designer paper, and I pulled a little scrap of the yellow that I had cut off anyway. So that one is 1 inch by 4 inches, and I'm just going to attach that to one of the little ends here. And I didn't want to cover up that big flower, so I just went over to the other end and attached that designer series paper. Grabbed my ribbon, and again, this will come with the class. If you earn the class for free, you're going to get that roll of ribbon, so you'll be ready to play. And that's just going to, right where that seam is, I just tacked that ribbon right across the seam, and then that'll go on our card front, or card base, I guess I should say. There we go. That's all there is to it. Now, did I cut out the piece that I needed? I'm betting that I didn't, so we might have to wake up our baby boss. Let's see if we can get him to wake up. So I took a piece of just scrap white cardstock, and I used Tasteful Labels. I love these dies. These are great dies. They're very, very universal. Oh, no problem, Betty. I'm glad you're here. Yeah, you can always go back and watch the replay. The replay is usually just me babbling anyway. So I'm going to let's go ahead and we'll die cut it first. So I've got my little plate down there. Then I've got my cutting plate. I'm going to lay that die right on here. That way I don't have to worry about it shifting or moving on me, which is no problem. We can stamp it after. And we're just going to crank that through with our little baby. He's so cute. Perfect. I love it. All right, you can go back to bed now, you cute little thing. Oh, I'm so glad you guys are loving the cards. It's really hard to come up with cards that I can use and give to my friends as, you know, incentives and stuff when I can't stamp them. And I know you guys have lots and lots of stamps at home, so sometimes it's nice that you can get a blank card that then you can choose what sentiment you want. It's like a choose your own adventure. Whatever you might need, you have a blank card ready to go. All right, so I chose congratulations on that one, and we're gonna get some more of these little Pop-Tarts here. Put them on the back. There we are. And then I'll take just a little snippet of that ribbon and just tie myself a little knot. You could do a bow if you wanted to, but I'm just going to do a little knot here because I've got a bow on the next card. And sometimes the bows can cause problems when you're trying to mail them. So they can be a little bit thick. So sometimes a knot is the way to go. Trim my little edges, and there we go. Now you could also, yes, you're exactly right, Debbie. It does, you can add a little bit of bling in there. So you could do some little bling here or up in the yellow just to kind of pop that, make things, everything's better with bling, right? Always need a little bling. All right, so there's our third card. Yes, you can totally case from me, but I will tell you that I have probably cased from somebody else. I am not an original person, and when Pinterest came and split coast stampers, that was always a big one. I love split coast stampers, and so there's so many talented demonstrators out there, and just with the social media and the internet, there's ideas being shared so much. My brain sometimes explodes because I don't know where to even start. Alrighty, so we've got one more card. Our time is almost up, my friends. Yes, Just Cards class goes very fast, doesn't it? All right, so now here are, hey Colleen, so glad you could join us. I've got Pretty Peacock here, and I think I want to score this. So I'm sorry about that. I want to grab that Simply Scored and put a score in here at 5.5. So this this cardstock is 4 1/4 by 11. Then I want to cut off about 2.5 inches off of the one flap. So I'm going to get my little trimmer out again. Keep this, don't get rid of it. We need it for later. So I did 2 pieces of designer series paper, and it's kind of like the wash maybe. And one of them is 3 by 4, and one of them is 2 3/4 by 4. So our smaller one is actually going to go on our top flap. And then the bigger one, which is a 3 by 4, is going to go on the bottom, which is kind of now the inside of your card. So it's going to go right here. Then I have a smaller piece of white, and I don't know what size I cut that one. I feel like it's, I don't have my measuring stick. I know it's 4 inches, and I think it's 2 1/4. I'm betting it's this one right there. So that would be where you can write your sentiment. Okay, so that's just going to flap down like that, and then there's your where you write. Cool, huh? Cool, cool. So now I have that piece that I cut off the front, so I'm going to use that. That one is 2.5 by 4.25. And then I grabbed a piece, this is the back side, same DSP, but I'm just going to use the flowers now. So that one is going to be 4 by 2.25 as well. So that'll have a little mat right there. Okay, so I'm going to put that on with dimensionals. Well, I think we can use up the rest of these. Get rid of them. And again, this is one of those, which way does that go? It's not going to matter, I don't think. I think I'm going to go with that white towards the top because I'm going to put a stamp right there about in the center. So this is very similar. You don't want to have any of your adhesive down here or else your card won't open. So you're going to keep your adhesive or your pop dots, since that's what I'm using, you're going to keep those right at the top. And there's a wee little one. Now I can throw that away. It's done. And we'll just kind of put that, eyeball that, and make sure it goes in the center. Beautiful. Ah, I love it. Now I have a piece of scrap paper here. It's just plain old white. And I'm going to take some pretty peacock and we're going to use our thank you from the Happy Thoughts. There we go. And I'm going to grab myself a little punch. And we'll punch this out. A new sheet of pop dots. Go on the back of here. That's going to go, I'm going to scooch it down just a little tiny bit so that that white flower isn't totally covered up because it's kind of pretty. Excuse me. And then we'll get that ribbon again and we'll do another little bow. You could do a knot if you would rather. Some people struggle with bows. I know. A bunch of you guys messaged me and said what you learned how to do during lockdown was tie your own bows. And that was a very good project for lots of us. I'm a left-handed person, so sometimes it's hard for me to teach bow tying because I do it a little bit backward from maybe what the righties do. So I'm just going to put 2 little snot dots on there, and that's going to go right here. And there we have another quick and cute little card. So let's see what we created this evening. So we had this little fun fold card, then we had this one. We did our little bumblebee fun fold, and then this one right here. Just a little different, just trying to do things a little bit different. So don't forget that this is the special. It is going on until Friday. So you can hop over to my online store. You can shop using that host code. Everything will ship direct to your door. You do not have to wait for me to close the party. Everything will come right to your door. And between now and February 5th, if you have a $50 order, you're going to get all 4 of these projects. So you'll stamp them. Everything will be cut and ready. You're going to get the free roll of ribbon. And then, of course, you're going to get yourself a celebration item as well. So keep in mind, that's Friday, guys. This offer ends on Friday for my Just Cards class. If you are one of my Stamp Club girls, you are getting these cards for free with your club order. So you don't have to worry about that. You won't be missing out. I'm going to get these cards for you as well. And I I had something else I was going to say, and now I've totally lost my train of thought. It's that kind of an evening. This is why I do mornings, guys. I'm so much more clear in the morning when I'm a little bit more awake. I'm kind of like dopey in the evenings. So I'm so glad you guys were able to come on and join me. It's so much fun hanging out with my phone friends. I feel like all of you guys are right here with me. Thank you so much for interacting and chatting with me. It makes me feel less lonely when I'm hanging out in my studio, which is definitely a lonely place, but the stamping still continues. I'm still doing all kinds of fun stuff here and thinking about what you guys might like to have when it comes to cards and projects and that kind of thing. So also, if you can do me a favor, I know a lot of you guys share this video and I thank you so much for that. Make sure that you guys head over to my Facebook page, my Jody Breckbill Stampin' Queen, and follow that page. That way you'll be alerted every time that I do a post or I go live. And if you would like to be on my mailing list, you can message me. I actually will have it linked into this video, so you can join my mailing list. So that way when I do these events and when I do classes to go and offer these specials, you're the first to know because I email that out to everybody. So, all right, my friends, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Oh, you make me feel so special. Oh, I love you guys. Love you, love you, love you. Now, don't forget, tomorrow's Wednesday. So come on back tomorrow right here at 10 a.m. That is What's Up Wednesday, and we will be playing with This is what we're going to do tomorrow. Not the exact the just cards, or not just cards, the to-go class that I just showed you. I'm going to show you something different. But come on back tomorrow, 10 a.m. for What's Up Wednesday. Every Wednesday right here, I do What's Up Wednesday. And then the first Tuesday is our Just Cards virtual class at 6 p.m. Now, as always, if you guys can't make it at 10 a.m., I totally understand. All you need to do is just catch the replay. You can watch it anytime because it records. So anytime you can check that out. So thank you guys. It was so nice to have you with me this evening. Good night, everybody, and hopefully I'll see many of you tomorrow morning.